Hello everyone, myself Sumangla Biradar, Assistant Professor in Information Science and Engineering. Today we learn about a new course, that is Information and Network Security. First we'll see overview of the information and network security. The theoretical knowledge about information and network security and practical aspects are available in this course to provide the security for e-commerce and social network and organizations. Course outcomes. After learning this course, you will be able to identify the cryptographic basics and crypto analysis concepts. And also you will able to generating hash function and password schemes to provide security. Analyze the digital security lapses. Illustrate the need of key management. Illustrate the need of crypto system for real world applications. So next we'll start with the first model, that is the introduction about the cryptography. So here we'll see model viewer view, which contains introduction about the cryptography and one of the substitution method to generate the ciphertext and double transmission ciphertext method, one-time pad, ciphers of the election of 18076 as a case study, and taxonomy of cryptography and taxonomy of crypto analysis. First we'll start with introduction. First we'll see what actually cryptology. Cryptology, it is the art and science of making and breaking secret codes here. So as I told, this is the information and network security. Here we need to provide the security during communication and during transmission through the internet. So now to provide the security, we need to send the information in such a way that it must be secret here. To provide that security, you can use as a secret code with the help of the art and science here. That concept we call as cryptology. And making of secret codes using art and science we call term as what? Cryptography. And breaking of the secret codes. So once if you generate that secret codes, before to use that secret codes during transmission, you need to verify that whether it is possible to break that secret code or not. So that verification only we call as what here? Crypto analysis. Okay. Next you are using one term, that is the cryptome. It is synonym for any or all of the above here. So for all these things you can use the single term as a crypto here. This is just basic definitions about these terms. Next we are using some more terms, that is the cipher or a crypto system. Usually this is you are used to encrypt the data here. So what are the data you are having? That data you call as a plain text, and after that using art and science, if you are encrypt or if you are generate a secret code, that is we call as a cipher text here. Okay, that procedure we call as encrypt here. And you are using one more term, that is key. It is used to configure a crypto system for encryption and decryption. To get or to convert this plain text to ciphertext, you have to follow the technique. That technique only we call as a encryption. In encryption, you are using the key as a secret key here. So after it is received by the receiver, you need to decrypt that. That decrypt means conversion from ciphertext to plain text, and that is what we call as a decryption. Okay, so for using in the base of the key. Okay, so for encryption and decryption, here you are using the key based on the type of the key. You are using the two terms. One we call as a symmetric cipher. In the symmetric cipher, same key is used for encryption and also for decryption. So this is the block box of the crypto here. So here it is your plain text. With the help of the key, you will encrypt that plain text as a ciphertext. This is from the sender side. So now at the receiver side, now you are transferring the ciphertext using the open source network. And at the receiver side, when receiver receives that ciphertext, receiver has to decrypt as a plain text using the key, and this key, with the help of the decryption, you will get the plain text here. So if you are use the same key for encryption and same key if you are using for decryption, then you call that one as a symmetric cipher. So if you use the different keys, then you call that one as what? Asymmetric, and you are using the term as what here? Public key cryptography. Public key cryptography means for encryption and for decryption, you are using the different keys here. For encryption, if you are use the key, and that key actually call as public key. Whereas for the decryption, what are the key you are using? No, that is the private key. So it is very simple. During encryption, what are the key you are using? No, it is public. Everyone can access or have the authority to use that particular key here. But for the decrypting that ciphertext as a plain text, what are the key you are using? No, it is particular or specific to that particular receiver or user only, and that person only having that key we call as a private key here. So now, as I already know that cryptography means what? It is the art and science to generate a secret codes here. So here this is the classic crypto. So the classic crypto, you are using one of the method to generate a secret code, and that method actually we call as a simple substitution cipher, and also we are using as a k equal to 3 here. In the substitution method, if your key value is 3, then you call that one as a Kaiser zipper. Okay, Kaiser zipper means what it is? It is default and the key as a 3. If you are using substitution, that key value if it is 3 means what? You can take that one as a Kaiser zipper. Here is one example. With n equal to 2, now you can substitute this one. For example, this is your plain text alphabets A to Z. So now to generate that ciphertext, if substitution method n is equal to 3 here, so then it is what you have to, in the place of A, you have to substitute as a 3 methods. That is what? After A, B, 1, C, 2 and D is 3. So in this third place, what is the alphabet is there? That one you will substitute as a T here. In the place of A, now which one you have to substitute or generate as a secret code? That is the T here. In the same way for B, 1, 2, 3, that is E here. Okay. So this is what we call as a substitution. Simple substitution. In the place of one character, you are using the another character. So how many characters you want to shift, that is based on your n value here. N is nothing but the key here. So that key value if it is 3, then you call that one as a Kaiser zippers here. In the same example, here one plain text message is there. So now this, okay, 4 score and 7 years ago. So this is your plain text message. So now using the simple substitution cipher, if you are used, then you will get the resulting ciphertext as IRXY. So now I means what it is. So now in the place of F, 3 substitution. Okay, you have to consider the third letter after F. G, H, I. So now in the place of F, now you have to substitute as I here. In this way, you have to substitute for the each character with the n value. It is 3 here. So this is how actually simple substitution cipher works here. So now here, how many keys you will get? 26 possible keys, because it is considered the alphabets from A to Z. So that's why you are having the 26 possible keys. As I told earlier, if any substitution methods you are using or any encryption techniques you are using to generate a secret code, now you have to check how strong that particular secret key. Is it possible to break or not? So that breaking is possible here because it is easily you can guess this substitution method because only 26 possible keys are here. How? By using the brute force attack or exhaustive search key. Okay, key search attack. So simply they will make the trial and error method here. In sequence they will go. So for the A, if you are having the D, they will check to substitute B, next they will check C and next D. Like this, how many keys you will get? only 26 keys. So after trying all this at one time, you will get that is what S in the place of A, they are substituted as a D here. So in the same thing, they can go in the sequence and they can guess what is the secret key you are used to generate a secret code here. So that's why this method is not a good here, because it is easily attacked by brute force attack or exhaustive key search attack. In sequentially, if you try, easily you can break your secret key here. Okay, this is your drawback of simple substitution separ here. Is it clear now? Okay, thank you.